Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Fins and the Bucks, next on Madden Football.
Well, we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
The Bucks kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the 2nd consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick throw knocked away.
Fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44. He showed that he's as good as ever. But, of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, his Lombardi trophies a bust.
Melvin Ingram, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Bernard, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. Waddle now to return it. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That will be knocked down about the 26-yard line.
Run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A chance for Waddle on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
僕にいじってないってよね。
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sony Michel, his first carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
あんまり変わらんすか、音量は。これがでも、こっちが、これ逆にゲーム音がでかすぎる。
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
これ逆にでかすぎないか、これ。これ多分一番でかいと思うんですけど。
Now a run straight
そ
ahead
こ
with
から攻め
Edmonds.
るよ。走る。
And they move this all the way
だ
down
い
to
ぶ
the
行きま
9.
したね、これ。
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another carry now for Edmonds. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
ゲーム音もちょうどいいんですけどね。
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Situation. Oh, goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
ていうかそのマイクのあれがないんですよ。いいとこに内蔵のあれやからマイクをこう前にやるとそれがないからね。左側にマイクがあるからマイクの位置は変えれない。読み込まれてるから。ああ、抑えられる。止める。
Trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Trask in trouble, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
これでもこんだけぶつかっとったら傷だらけになるでしょうね。こけるわぶつかるわやから相当怪我しますよね。
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gaskin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made really well because of that. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
今回からやっぱグラフィックさらにようなってますね。よりなんか生身の人間みたいな。
Sanders' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. First down, Trask. He's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Trask to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
あれもなんかね、なかったらいいけど、海外に持ってるから。
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments his offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On the draw, it's Vaughn. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a third and 9 situation.
もう誰もが知ってるぐらいの 名監督でもあり、名物の解説者というかね、それで結構有名みたいで、去年でも亡くなってるんですよ、このマッケンさん。80何歳やったかな。多分それで亡くなったっていうのもあって、今年はその人でパッケージやってるみたいなんですよ。メモリアルみたいなもんですよね。去年亡くなってるんですよ。アメフト業界ではもうほんまの神様みたいなもんです。サッカーで言うたらペレみたいな、サッカーの神様みたいな。それぐらいすごい人みたいで。
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of loss.
特にでもなんもあれなんですけどね。設定言うてもこれ設定できるんかな。設定。オプション、カメラじゃなくて、なぜかカメラがどうのこうのってある。カメラはいらないんですけど。今見た感じやと、多分一回電源切らんと無理ちゃいますかね、これ。この状態やとなんかできそうやな。取られた。絶対にパクられた。パクられました。
Focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Yeah, 初めの起動したときに、それ多分だから、一回ゲーム落とさんと、できんから。
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Wow. 止めろ。流れてるのか。
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
やったら自動的に試合が始まる。おいたいたいたいたいた。おー、これは決まった。これは決まった。
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they had to get affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the offense.
You know the sideline difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
ここはちょっとスカイキックで。
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Running behind center with Vaughn. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Gets the check down further right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That's what it is. That's what it is. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Trask. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He'll go out right near the 35-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd and 7, gain of 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back now in Tampa.
毎回マッキンって名前つけてるから、なかなかないですよね。相当だから大物なんでしょうね。ゲームの名前になるぐらいから。メジャーでもね、パッケージ毎回変わるけど、同じ人ずっとならないですね。
The Bucks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Trask.
止められる、止められる。
It's caught. This is White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one's swung out to Vaughn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first and 10, Trask. And that is incomplete here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on second and 10. Trask. This is White on the screen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking very quickly.
And throwing on 4th down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit that, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics of the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. I know you always say it every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to the ground on first down. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Gaskin. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now again to Edmonds. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
チームのあれが海賊なんですよね。飛行機飛んでます。よいしょ。
They'll run with Edmonds again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their runs. And that ended up going backwards.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
もう一回。よいしょ。多分遅れてんじゃない。
So here's Trask and the Bucks. Down by 2 touchdowns. 24 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10.
ゴール前やけど、しぶといですね、相手。
Trask now looks to throw on first down. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
がっつり抑えられてる。
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
止められへん。おいった。なんとか止めた。
So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation. Because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
とりあえず2点は入りましたね。
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
なんかえらい戻りそうな気配は。カメラ目線最後がね。これは戻ります。あ、間違った。間違って押してまいりましたね。
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.
何も言わんのかい。なんか言いたそうな顔はしてたんですけどね。どれやったかな。どれかしたんやけど。あ、違う、また間違った。3日前の酒かま食ったけど腹に異常なしあれどれやったかな。これじゃなくて意外と探すとき出てこないですね。
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set. Menu narrate VoIP window option is set to off. Enlarge on-field graphics option is set to off. Controller vibration option is set to normal. Enlarge on-field graphics option. Subtitles VoIP window option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to on. Menu narration option is set to off.
One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot.
見当たらんですね。
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
ほんまにないな。設定周辺、オーディオ、マイク。まあ、とりあえず終わりますか。ちょうど9時前。よいしょ。お疲れ様でした。では。